Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all so you never miss a future upload. Alright guys, sorry it's been so long since I've uploaded my last video. It's been about almost 3 weeks now, but I've been dealing with some personal stuff and then my family came to visit and I just really haven't had a lot that I wanted to talk about. I was tired of covering the same subjects over and over again, like covering Bryce Hall and him going on partying and all that stuff, and I was just really over the entire thing and I just didn't want to have to cover any of that anymore. And there really wasn't a lot of stuff going on. So we're back again with another tea overflow because there's just a couple of small topics that I wanted to cover and finally get back to making an actual video because like I said, it's been about 3 weeks and I'm sure you guys are like, okay, where are the videos? Why has he not uploaded a video? Well, in case you couldn't tell, I obviously spent the last 3 weeks redecorating, as you can see by all of this hard work that I put into my new decorations.
Did a really good job decorating. Looks really great.
Yeah, it took all day.
Alright, but let's go ahead and get on into the drama. First up, let's go ahead and talk about Tana Mongeau and her most recent apology. Surprise, surprise, Tana Mongeau finally issued her apology that we've been waiting almost 4 months for, and it was basically not what anybody expected. It was basically Tana sitting there as a robot, emotionless, not really doing anything except for what appeared to be reading cue cards or reading memorized lines, because literally after every single sentence that she said, I swear, there was a jump cut. And me, I am the king of jump cuts. I always edit my videos and I'm like, okay, as I'm saying things, I keep messing things up, so I'm constantly stopping, restarting, and every time you stop and restart, unless you say the entire thing over again from the beginning, you're going to have a jump cut in to where you need to pick back up off of from where you were to begin with, if that makes any sense. So every single time that she was saying something in her video, after she finished, there was a jump cut. If not a jump cut in the actual middle of a sentence. And I was watching this video and I'm like, okay, this is a very, very highly edited video. Like, I had an issue with how edited Shane's video was, but Tana's is even worse. So I'm just like, okay. And then on top of that, like I said, she's showing absolutely zero emotion in the video at all. And I'm like, okay, what is going on? And then she issues a statement saying that she kept cutting because she was getting super emotional and she didn't want to put that in the video because she didn't want people to feel sorry for her. And it's like, okay, you have to show some kind of emotion in your video, otherwise nobody's going to believe that you actually truly care. And then if you are over emotional, then obviously people are going to think you're looking for sympathy. But she literally comes off as a robot with really no heart, no compassion or anything for what she's actually saying, and she's just spitting out these lines. I don't know if it's because her manager is making her do it or what's going on, but it just didn't seem very sincere. So now she says that she's going to be reading everybody's comments and replies, and she's going to be making basically another apology video for her apology video based on what people want her to apologize for her apology video. It's basically apology video inception at this point, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, you should have just sat down and filmed this video 3 months ago when all this stuff was coming up, but instead you chose to go out and party, hang out with Jake Paul, go to the Hype House, go to the Sway House, wherever you were going. It's like, Tana, what is this apology? It was just a mess. And so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what her apology for her apology video looks like, because apparently we'll be getting that probably, I'm guessing, in 6 to 8 months. We shall see. Alright, but let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. Let's go ahead and switch gears now and talk about Jeffree Star and his latest palette launch. I'm just going to call it the O palette because I don't want to get my video demonetized because of saying the name of the palette. And that was one of the issues that Jeffree Star said was with the palette, was that it wasn't getting pushed because of the name. Now, all of Jeffree's palettes have sold out that I can remember. I believe the cremated palette even sold out. I think it took a couple of days, but this palette still has yet to fully sell out. The last time I looked, there was only a few things that were sold out, and they were all accessories. One was one of the pullover hoodies, and then one of the mirrors was sold out. But the last time that I checked, none of the actual makeup had sold out. None of the lips have sold out. None of the eyeshadow palettes, the full size or the mini, have sold out. And this is the first time that I can remember in a Jeffree Star launch that that has not happened. Well, Jeffree Star went over to his Instagram to share information on why he believes that this palette is not doing as well as people think it is, but he also says that it is his most successful launch to date. So did he maybe order more units than he has in other palettes, or is he just saying that to say, oh no, the palette's selling better than you think, we just have more units? Or is he just kind of trying to do like a little bait and switch, like, oh no, the palette's selling amazing, it's selling more than cremated has? But let's go ahead and take a look at what Jeffree said over on his Instagram.
And I didn't know what to expect. I know that Jeffree Star Cosmetics, bitch, we deliver. We deliver on creativity. You guys always know what to expect from my brand, and that is a good product, and that is always what I'm going to be proud of. So yesterday, I had no expectations. I knew that the nude collection was something that had been asked for so long. So to see the sales exceed cremated and be so magical, it was just truly a beautiful moment for me and the team. Also, with Orgy being the name of the collection, it was a little tricky to get social media behind it. YouTube was like, girl, we are not going to promote that video. It was very amazing for them to put it on trending, but Google was like, that word. We had an orgy filter for Instagram here, got denied. Anything that you tag with orgy will not be pushed and have lower engagement. So I knew what I was getting myself into, but I'm like, girl, it's a word, and it really is an orgy of nudes, past the sexual undertone. Like, it was a dream palette of mine to make. So I'm so excited for everyone to get this in the mail, to play with it and create, and I don't know, I'm just feeling really, really humbled and really grateful. So thank you if you're watching this.
And then, of course, after the palette launched and people started to get them, there's always some kind of drama that happens with a makeup launch. I can't remember a makeup launch that went super smoothly anytime recently. So Jeffree Star had some issues with this, with shades that were breaking, that were not pressing correctly, that were not performing correctly. So again, he went over to his Instagram to share what was going on. We'll take a look at this video in a second, but he basically says that there was an issue with the formula or something like that, a binding issue or something is what he says. But he says that he's gonna go and like yell at people, and he's like, well, whenever you scale up production and you do like, hundreds of thousands of units, there's always gonna be some kind of issue. It's like, yeah, there's going to always be issues, but I just think it's crazy that there's always so much drama that follows these influencers around when they have some kind of launch, even if it is like 4 or 5 palettes that went bad that they just had an issue with. Okay, how is it that there's only 4 or 5, maybe even 50? Because if it's just a one shade and it was a batch issue, how does one batch only press 50 eyeshadows? Like, eyeshadow pans aren't that big, so these batches must be small. When I'm thinking like a batch of something, I'm thinking, in like a 50-gallon or larger container, which would make probably thousands of palettes, not just like 50. So why are we not seeing more people having issues if it was a binding issue or an issue with the formula for that one color? Shouldn't it have affected more than just 50? Like, I know obviously not everybody has Twitter, but when I'm seeing like all these reposts, it's basically like the same few that I keep seeing over and over again. So why wouldn't there have been more that were reported? I don't know, that's just me thinking, but let me know what you think down below. But let's go ahead and take a look at his video.
All right, I'm about to go get some new hair and makeup on because I am doing my final photo shoot for the week. It has been such an eventful week working on all things Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So many campaigns, but I do need to go be a boss right now and go scream at my makeup lab. We have a production issue with the mini orgy palette. Now, sometimes you guys, which you guys have seen in the past with me, I'm always very transparent, very honest. When you upscale a project and make 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 units, there sometimes can be issues. And sadly, the lab can fuck up. And we did have a small batch issue with one of them. But you know me, y'all, if anyone ever has an issue with my products, I have an amazing customer service team that will handle anyone's issues. So I gotta go make a few phone calls. Be right back.
But that is everything that I have for today's video, so I'd love to know what you guys think about everything down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Tana Mongeau and her apology, and what do you think her apology for her apology video is going to be like? What do you think about Jeffree Star and not selling out of the palette, as well as having issues with just a few palettes? Like, when I'm seeing only 50 or so people tweeting about this, I feel like there should be more issues if it was a batch issue, but again, that's just me personally. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all. That way you never miss a future video. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!